Hola angelitos, ¿qué tal? Estamos en un nuevo vídeo de Vampyr. Y ya sabéis que en el capítulo anterior nos quedamos en la puerta del cementerio. Y vamos a ver qué ocurre. Aunque sospecho. Evidentemente estos bichos no podían faltar. Eran necesarios. Eran necesarios en mitad del capítulo. Acá, grito. ¿Y dónde está el otro? Aquí. Pero no tiene nada. Uy. Un coleccionable escondido. Aquí lo tenéis. Yo no busco los coleccionables, yo los encuentro. Y la verdad es que me sorprende encontrarlos. Llevamos bastantes coleccionables ya vistos, la verdad. ¿Para qué negároslo? Pero vamos a ver... ¿Dónde está nuestra madre?
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
Asiste discretamente. ¿Y no me puedo poner ahí? No, ¿verdad? Vale.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Esta es nuestra madre.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Uf.
Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Mary, what have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How can I? I've destroyed my family. My poor mother. I can't even console her.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
You may be right.
Of course. I've stared upon this world for centuries, and time has taught me to deal with guilt, if not erase it.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
He de decir que hay que recordar un pequeño detalle. Nosotros matamos a nuestra hermana, ¿vale? Acordaos de eso, porque nosotros fuimos quien la matamos. Y ahora tenemos que volver. Aquí hay enemigos. Pero... ven para acá. Yo te mato. Caballero. Yo ya os convierto en papilla. Mira, tontito. Mira. Para allá. Vale. Placa de plomo.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
A ver, se supone que igualmente debemos ir a este me le cargo. Ven para acá. Me cago en tu prima. Ven aquí. Vale. subimos bastante experiencia, así que cuando vayamos a mejorar al personaje vamos a ser Dios aquí, ¿eh? Eso sí, lo que voy a intentar
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
va a ser lo siguiente.
Have you any news of
It appears the dispensary is now a maid.
Vale. No tenemos...
Goodbye, Mr.
No, mierda, no era esto lo que quería.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
A ver...
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
Otra vez me he equivocado.
Farewell.
Good evening.
Quiero ver si se le tiene que curar. Sí, hay que curarle.
Do you need assistance?
That would be not.
Le ofrecemos el
If you
remedio.
persist in investigating the most pox-ridden...
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr.
25 de experiencia. Usted, señorita, sé que tenía que curarse.
Change.
What do you know?
2 girls I know went to the dispensary.
Goodbye, Miss.
No, mierda. ¿Por qué me pasa esto? ¿Por qué no le doy?
Change your mind.
No tengo para el agotamiento, tío. Se supone que aquí hay un área de descanso, pero no sé exactamente
Good evening,
dónde.
Mr. Whittaker.
It's Father Whittaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
If you propagate the devil's work, you'll perish by the devil's work. Such is the law of the Lord.
Su vida en Londres. Quiero ver agotamiento. Me cago en...
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Todos quieren el agotamiento. Un segundo. A este ya le hemos dado lo que teníamos que darle. Ah, no, que la entrada está ahí. Vale, genial. Y yo dando vueltas como idiota. Perfecto todo. Nos adentramos.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me, is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
Ostras. Me siento responsable.
Responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Vale.
There. I confessed to that vicar. Do I feel better?
Tenemos que volver con Edward.
Only time will tell.
Pero obviamente por el camino no podía faltar mis combatitos. Evidentemente. Vamos a ver, caballero, ¿no le han explicado en su casa que no se falta el respeto a nadie? Lo que no sé si es por aquí el camino. Y si no me estoy dirigiendo. Ven para acá. ¡Ah! El Cristo otra vez. Pero así con ese... Ven para acá. Bueno, está petado de enemigos. Todos los enemigos que nos podíamos encontrar aquí están apareciendo. Bueno, un lobo de estos de nivel. Bueno. Ven aquí. Un lobo de nivel 16, tío. Pero, ¿a dónde me vas, juego, enfrentándome a estas cosas? Bueno. Lo bueno, que aquí nos hemos llevado una de experiencia. 20 tampoco mucha, pero bueno. Algo es algo. Si no me equivoco...
It's locked.
Por aquí no era. Genial. Me he equivocado. Bueno, también combate contra ti. Lo que menos quería. Muerto. Me piro y no sé por dónde leches es. Me estoy yendo a donde Cristo perdió el mechero, si es que es para atrás. Soy un poco cazurra. Es esta dirección. Ya sabía yo que Aún así no podíamos estar en paz. Ven para acá. Vamos a ver, bonito. Otro jefe de estos. A medida que... Bueno. Ven para acá. Este es nivel 14, yo soy nivel 17. Ven aquí. Vente para acá. De un mordisco te he dejado atontado. Vale, lo que me interesaría... Lo que me interesaría saber es por qué leches está todo tan plagado. Evidentemente es por lo de la epidemia esta de que... La hemos...
Remember you.
¿Qué coño?
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
¿Por qué yo?
You selected me, chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Entiendo. Hay que ir a hablar con el jefe. Quiero acabar 1 a 1 con los niveles.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Claro que son malas noticias y se han enterado de que tienes un vampiro aquí en la...
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This is...
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is
she, Jonathan? She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Ostras. Ostras, la misión que tenemos. Ostris.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock.
Lo que sí quiero hacer... Vale, vamos a ver. Ay, me pica la espalda. Quiero ver todos los de nivel 2. Nivel 3, nivel 2, este doctor. Milton nivel 2. Ostras, puedo comerme unos cuantos ya, ¿eh?
He would go but the dogs.
Lo que pasa que si yo hago eso puede ser peor. Entonces lo que voy a hacer va a ser entrar aquí, intentar mirar una cosita que sería una fórmula extraña. ¡Oh! Tenemos de todo ya. Vamos a hacer 4 de cada. Sigo flipando. Lady, acaba de ocurrir algo con ella. Aquí abajo hay una misión y aquí tengo a la otra señorita. Pero quiero ver algo. Es verdad, me falta observar una cosa que sería lo siguiente. Lo mejoramos. Esto lo volvemos a mejorar. Reduce el consumo de energía. Amigo. Vale. Ya hemos mejorado nuestra estaca. y deberíamos dormir. Y aquí vamos a mejorar todo lo posible. Por ejemplo, lo que más me interesaría sería la salud. Lo que pasa que quiero ver... esto me interesa para cuando mordemos absorber más sangre. La capacidad de la sangre nos interesa también. La energía también nos interesa bastante. De hecho, yo diría que es una de las cosas que más nos interesan. Se me está yendo mucho de las manos. Estamos a punto de mejorar al máximo. Vale. ¿Y qué más vamos a mejorar? La capacidad de las balas, por ejemplo. Y vamos a guardar. Madre mía. Yo creo que ya somos vampiros. Bueno. Este ha desaparecido. Y este fue el que maté yo. Vale. Nivel 21, chaval. Somos unas super bestias. Pero unas bestias que bueno, que pa' qué. A ver. Vamos a ir un momento abajo, ya por último. Fijaos la de energía que tenemos, esto ya es... bueno. Somos bestias pardísimas, loco. Somos... Quiero ver la parte que se supone que han atacado. No, desapareció este.
What on earth happened here?
Ostras. ¿Qué leches ha pasado, tío? Buah. Bueno.
Oh, Jonathan. I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was bigger than a man, huge in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me
Cuando
apart.
leamos todo lo que nos dice la señorita, terminamos el vídeo.
The executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens.
Vale.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does...
Have you embraced...
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
Perhaps I should consider the offer from that Canales fellow.
Uf. Madre mía. Bueno, pues chicos, lo vamos a dejar por aquí este vídeo. Espero que os haya gustado muchísimo. Si es así, comentad lo que os ha parecido. Suscribíos para más y nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. ¡Chao!